Welcome to the Geek Easy. Sit back, grab a libation of your choice, and relax, 'cause it's time to do some geek stuff in the Geek Easy. Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's grab a beverage of your choice, because today I will be reviewing Fatale, Book 1, Death Chases Me. Written by Ed Brubaker, drawn by Sean Phillips, and published by Image Comics. Oh yeah, check out that really close up of my hand there, huh? Okay. I love Ed Brubaker books. If I see anything that is written by him, I'm going to pick it up. First book that I ever read of his, I just picked it up by this thing. It was Reckless, Volume 1. Read it, and I was like, holy cow. Read all those, and I just started getting everything I could. So right now, I think this is everything that I have except for the Friday book and then the omnibuses of Captain America and Daredevil. Though I do have a couple of the trades for the death of Captain America. But anyway, let's get back to this. This is a book. It says, in modern times, Nicholas Lash stumbles upon a secret that will lead him down the darkest path imaginable to a seductive and ageless woman who's been on the run since the 1930s. And in 1950s, San Francisco reporter Hank Raines crosses paths with the same woman and gets caught in a vicious triangle between a crooked cop and a man who is more monster than man. Okay, so this right here is the woman right there. And it starts out pretty much as at a funeral. And it's Nicholas Lash telling the story. So he's pretty much going to be the narrator throughout this whole series, from what I can tell. Or at least he was in this one. And it is a funeral of his uncle or a friend of his dad's, who he is the executor of, because the guy had no... the executive as well, because the guy had no family. Nobody liked him. His dad was his only friend, and his dad's been in an institution for years. And he was a famous author that just was kind of And he meets a girl at the funeral. And that's what sets everything into motion. So this one is the one in the night. It kind of goes back to the 1950s with the girl, and you're trying to figure out what's going on with her. You know, who all these people are. You've got a crooked cop and a reporter. Who the reporter is someone he sort of knows. So these are all people that are kind of peripherally involved with his. Actually, I think the reporter was the guy who was the one that he's at the funeral. So they're all kind of connected together. And one thing I like about Ed Brubaker's writing is, okay, so something as innocuous as starting out with at a funeral. Okay, a funeral. You want to know what's going on. there's a lot of things that started at a funeral. But his just sort of grab you, it's just kind of like what seems like a little innocent conversation being held at the funeral. It just kind of grabs you and pulls you in, and just, it's like, what? And you need to know what's going on. And then that is just sort of like, just as you're on a roller coaster, it's that first little thing where you're going down, right? That first part was dipped, and you're like, okay, this I can handle this, or this is easy, or it's not that bad. And then you start getting up there, and then boom, you start going all over the place, and that's his writing. And this has started. This is one of those ones where you just. And this is one of those roller coasters. It's one of the ones you're just going all over the place, and you have no idea where it's going. That's something about his writing that happens. It's just nuts, and you can never figure out what's going on. Now this one, it's all pretty much, it's all in the 50s with a crooked cop who's trying to who the reporter is kind of trying to bust him for being crooked, and the cop is investigating these occult murders, and then you've got the girl involved who, every time someone comes across her, they just sort of have this desire. They just absolutely fall in love with her. They can't wait to do everything for her. And it's just, wow. And you just kind of keep reading because you want to know what's going on, and what it's like, what. And this one is actually a little bit, most of his stuff that I've read has all just been crime noir. That's it. Nothing mystical or anything like that. But this one has kind of a horror element to it. It's magic, involved with magic and stuff like that. So this is something entirely, an entire new element to his stories, which makes it even more better. So this first one right here, book one, Death Chases Me, is awesome. I couldn't put it down. Had to for other things, but yeah, it was awesome. And I recommend it. I'm going to give it a 4.75 out of 5. Yeah, 5 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 and say pick it up, especially if you like crime noir, if you like Brubaker. Someone said that this is a little bit of a, what is his name? What is his name? The guy who does the the really weird horror writer. Say that there's kind of a bit of his type of stuff in there. What is it? What is it? Anyway, yeah, a little bit of his type of stuff involved. The guy with the big, who does like the tentacle monsters and Cthulhu, that guy. But yeah, so this is some good stuff. So pick it up and read it. You'll enjoy the ride. Anyway, like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.